Koyak community and the DeZero research team have been impacted by Covid-19, and effects were felt across the research project. This story draws insights from our engagement with the community before, during, and after Covid-19. It is important to note that the project activities were planned before Covid-19, with our first workshops due to take place in 2020 and 2021. The research team visited the Koyak community for the first time for the Christmas fair in mid-December 2019 in the village hall. The meeting was a coming together of the community and research team, and we were warmly welcomed. The community was looking forward to collaborating with the proposed workshops. Little did either group realize that all these plans would be thrown into disarray in the coming months. Once the Covid-19 pandemic arrived, travel was restricted across Scotland, which resulted in significant delays to our opportunity to travel to Koyak. Meanwhile, the community were experiencing multiple challenges, including coming to terms with the need to connect digitally to one another and the outside world. Broadband connectivity had only recently arrived in the community, and digital skills varied across the community members. The internet was needed for most activities, including online shopping, homeschooling, home working, local meetings, and events. The community faced a rapid learning curve to access routine daily activities. Training opportunities were brought to life again using Zoom interactions. Here, Robin describes his use of Zoom to help him train his sheepdog.
Just after lockdown, we did some sheepdog training, sponsored by COAL, the Koyak Nascent Living Landscape Project, and that was with Jasmine Grant at Bray Hiller sheepdog training. And what was really interesting about it was that it was all online. So every week, Wynne and I would take 3 videos of her with the sheep, the sheep at home, or a sheep where I work, or some crofters let us run her at different sheep round about, and then we'd send them to Jasmine and the group. Jasmine would analyse them, send back comments, and then every week we'd get together on Zoom and look at a couple of the videos, talk them through, get some pointers, constructive criticism, and work on it like that.
Community bubbles were maintained where possible, although had to be broken to access some services, including vaccinations. As restrictions were eased, the trend for staycations and wild camping impacted heavily on the small isolated community. This was exacerbated by social media popularising wild camping in beautiful remote parts of Scotland. Post-COVID, the community has become more resilient due to the rapid upskilling of community members, embracing of digital services, and improving access to remote opportunities. People are able to make the decision to access key services such as health appointments online if not able to attend in person. And digital platforms have opened up accessibility to include more members of the community in local projects. Online initiatives like the Green Bowl have allowed people to buy local produce without having to travel large distances. The easing of restrictions also meant that the DeZero research team were finally able to visit the community hall for research activities and reconnecting with the community. Some difficulty was experienced due to people getting COVID or choosing not to attend. This allowed the team to embrace a new hybrid workshop format to enable both online and face-to-face participation.